What's going on, guys? Of course, yesterday Halo 4 came out, one of the biggest releases of the entire year. I was there at midnight at GameStop, freezing my ass off outside waiting to get the game, and I picked it up and I immediately hopped into the multiplayer because that's why I buy shooters. I buy them not to play campaigns, not to do co-op, not to do any of that stuff, just multiplayer. And wow, I'm really enjoying this game so far. I'm not sure exactly how many hours or games I've played yet because the stat tracking was really slow and it missed a bunch of the games I played yesterday, including a live stream where I did at around 10 o'clock yesterday morning after I went to bed, had about 5 hours to sleep, woke up to play more Halo, and so far multiplayer is blowing me away. It's definitely met my expectations, and I know there was a few concerns with the multiplayer, and I wanted to take some time today to talk about it, but obviously it's changed, I think, dramatically since Halo 3. I wasn't a big fan of Halo Reach. I played it, it felt to me like bare bones Halo. It just didn't feel right to me, and I didn't have much fun playing it. I highly preferred Halo 3, but there's been some clear changes in the franchise since Halo 3, but I think the changes were implemented very well by 343, and they were able to alter the game without taking away the working Halo formula, which is why I think it's still a good game and why it has such good responses so far. And I haven't gotten to the campaign yet. I haven't played Spartan Ops. I haven't done anything besides multiplayer yet. And I'm going to get into the campaign probably in some co-op this weekend maybe, but for now it's multiplayer and I am loving it. Now, the changes that have been made since Halo 3 that I know of are, of course, the loadout system. Now, you're not going to start always in the same game with the same weapons as everybody else, like in Halo 3, for example, when you would usually start out with like an AR and a pistol or a BR and a pistol. Now you have a lot more choice. I think there's like 7, something like that, primaries you can actually choose to unlock as you level up through the game, because now there's an XP system, 1 through 50 ranks, which so far it's been pretty easy to go up, but I'm not sure how wide the gap is going to be as I level up more. I think in playing 3 or 4 hours I'm already like a 14, and every time you level up you unlock a point you can use to unlock another like weapon or an ability. Certain things cost a certain amount of skill points. I forget if they're called skill points or what they're exactly called, but right now I've been focusing on using the DMR and the battle rifle. I actually loved the assault rifle in Halo 3 when I first started playing, but I found it to be very it's good at close quarters, but I think the majority of these maps that I've played on so far, there's so many open areas, and even on some of the more close quarter maps, you can just play it differently, and you're going to succeed a lot more often probably with a BR or a DMR. And so far, I prefer the DMR because I keep my engagements pretty long range, but I have enjoyed the battle rifle as well. And I'm mainly a long-range player because I'm not really a Halo veteran. I started playing Halo in Halo 3, so I haven't exactly played that much. And I get worse at the game as I get closer to my opponents, so I try to keep my distance away from my opponents so I can get kills this way. With this, I forget what this is called. Is this like the beam rifle? Or no, it's not the beam rifle. I forget what exactly it is. But the ordnance drops are another introduction to the series. Now, I'm not sure exactly how they work. You get kills, you get points, and every now and then you get an ordnance drop. And I'm not sure how it works. I just play the game, and I usually do pretty well playing the objective and getting kills, and so I get ordnance drops. And they usually consist of like a grenade type, an ability, or a weapon. Now, I usually go for the weapon because a Spartan laser or one of the weapons that you can get, it's usually a one-hit kill or something, is usually pretty valuable, and that's what I try to go for. Otherwise, you can get like a pulse grenade, plasma grenade, or they'll give you like an ability. I think they give you like unlimited sprint, or I don't usually do the abilities though. I try to focus on things that are going to help me get kills, and the abilities don't help me as much as, say, the SAW, which is an LMG, which will pretty much one-on-one, as long as you're not missing any shots, you're going to beat pretty much anybody close range. But so far, I've mainly played Team Infinity Slayer, the big Team Infinity Slayer, because I like playing game types with a lot of players. When I played Halo 3, I was a big team battle player. That's just what I prefer. But I've also gotten into a couple other game modes. I think Dominion is a lot of fun. It's a lot like Battlefield's Conquest mode, where there's 3 points on the map and you try to control all of them, and if you do, it turns into a sudden death, where if you kill the entire enemy team, then once you control all 3 points, you win the game. And it's a really good kind of tug-of-war game type, I would call it. And I've also really enjoyed the maps. Now, what I'm playing here is Ragnarok, which is my favorite Halo 3 map remade into Halo 4. So very fortunate there. I've played this one probably about a quarter of my games because everybody votes for it. I have not seen a Ragnarok poll or voting not win. But the other maps I've played, they've all been great, and they're definitely Halo maps. When I played Halo Reach, I'm like, these maps don't feel right. The game doesn't feel right. But Halo 4, I think 343 is knocked out of the park as far as the multiplayer goes. I've heard good things about every other aspect of the game, but as far as multiplayer goes, I can definitely give you my opinion and say that I love Halo 4. And I think the guns are great, the maps are great, the new introductions to the series are great that have helped modernize it compared to other shooters in the genre. And I just think this game is a ton of fun to play, and I can't wait to hop into the campaign and play other aspects of it. But so far, the multiplayer, it has met and exceeded my expectations, and I'm having a great time on this game, and I'm hoping that it can hold my attention for quite some time. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. We ended up losing this game. This was the last game I played in my live stream yesterday. I believe I went like 29-8 or something like that. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and let me know what you think about Halo 4 in the comments section. See you guys later.